The Dakar Rally, the toughest desert rally in the world. 8,000 kilometers across Saudi Arabia. A unique challenge for human and machine. 450 vehicles are at the start in 2025. Not all of them reach the finish in this legendary race. High hopes and months of preparation can vanish into thin air early on.
The day didn't start as we expected. We had a really good starting position. At kilometer 20, we were without third gear already. So it was hard to manage because we had to jump from second to fourth. Then the navigation system stopped to work. And then ingenious passed me and I was in the dust and I hit a big rock. I didn't see it. And unluckily make us roll. Then we had to wait for the service truck. They helped us. The guys were super good. I don't have so much time now. We need to hurry up. Luckily the guys arrive and hopefully we can get to the finish line on time. And okay, we lost everything here, but at least we could continue our Dakar and that's it.
And again, it's a fight against time. If the car doesn't reach the next checkpoint in time, Leia is out, and the problems don't get any less.
We have not electricity inside. Ah, shit. You cannot switch on the car.
Well, nervous because we want to finish at least the stage and see if we can start tomorrow.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, gracias.
Always happy when the car goes again, and less than 15 minutes, so that's pretty good. She needs to make it on time now.
The hard work is rewarded. The Spaniard makes it back just in time.
We made it to the end by 2 minutes. It was tight. I cannot be happy today, but at least we get to the end and hopefully we can start tomorrow. Bad, because we were doing well and it's a pity, feels bad.
Christophe came, they had a thorough look at everything. It's undeniable that yes, some tubes have moved. It's not good news. The cage is bent, therefore she cannot carry on. I understand their position fully. It's their job to not allow an unsafe car to start. My job is to push and try to salvage Laia's Dakar. Sad news for team. Laia's put a lot of effort into it to gather the budget, and it's 8 months of hard work that goes down the drain.
Felt bad. I knew that was difficult. One moment looks like could be possible, but then we need to respect the decision, also if it's painful. It's a feeling I didn't know until now because I could finish all the rest of the Dakars. So now I know, and it's so bad. So I hope to come back next year and have a better luck.
The desert does not forgive mistakes. The current champion realizes this early on. Carlos Sainz overturns on stage 2. Teammate Mitch Guthrie interrupts his race to help.
We were going and saw Carlos off on the side, and we just saw him. We couldn't see the car until we stopped, and it was down in the dune, rolled over. He asked if we could roll him over, and of course we're going to help Carlos. It's Carlos, so yeah, we helped him out. I'm sorry for him, but at least we could do what we could,
The Matador is battered, his car barely recognizable. Giving up is not an option for the 62-year-old. Despite the crash, the Spaniard reaches Chrono Camp E.
I'm a little bit medium, but I think, yeah, also morally I'm a little bit down because I didn't expect to have a roll and lost so much time. And yeah, sometimes races are like that. This is a race that can catch you any minute, so yeah. At least we are still here. We managed to continue, even we couldn't see. It was a hell of a lot of problems after the roll. So yeah, happy to be here. I miscalculated how deep was.
Battered but still fast, Sainz makes it back to the bivouac. But there was bad news.
We bring the car here today. In a more deeper check, the roll cage was very, very slightly damaged, very easy to repair. The team was pushing FIA to repair, but we couldn't convince them, and yeah, we need to stop the race. I'm super disappointed. The Dakar, you know, is probably the hardest race in the world, and the spirit is to try to continue always.
But above all, safety is paramount.
It's super important because the cage is the protection of the crew. What is allowed is to repair the cage, and when we say repair, it means that you replace a tube with another tube which is exactly the same, and this can only be made by the manufacturer of the roll cage. This is not something very common. When you see the work which is necessary to build a chassis at the workshop, you can consider that doing a similar job in the middle of the desert is a big task. On Carlos' car, we had two main issues. On the main roll cage, there was a big crack, and on the lateral tubes, there was a bend. So two issues that made the car retired at the end. You don't want to tell a competitor that is out of the race, you don't want to tell a competitor that he must retire, but the worst experience would be to let a car with some kind of doubt, considering the car can continue, on having a further accident with worse consequences.
I wish the team the best. Unfortunately, we could not help them anymore.
Stage 3 and another big favourite causes a shock moment. Sebastian Loeb overturns spectacularly, but remains uninjured. The Frenchmen were out of the car within seconds to immediately inspect the damage.
It was a hard stage. I rolled in the beginning of the stage in a little ditch that I didn't see, and so we destroyed 2 tires. We restarted after 5 minutes, so it was quite quick.
Loeb, who is still waiting for his first Dakar victory, can initially continue, but only a few hours later, the damage to his Dacia Sandrider was too great. The FIA takes him out of the race. The second piece of bad news for Dacia, because Cristina Gutierrez was also taken out of the main classification after a technical defect.
We broke the steering rack, and the truck didn't have the piece. Yeah, our goal is different now, is to help the team, and this is the thing that we are doing.
She can no longer win, but the Dakar is not yet over for her.
It's important for us to still in the race because we make a lot of kilometers, we train a lot, we help the team for sure. We score points for the championship, and for us it's super important because it's our first year in T1+.
Anything can happen at the Dakar Rally. Giving up is never an option, but safety always comes first. For some, the dream of a successful race ends early. Others support their teammates despite the hopeless situation and give everything for the team. This is what they call the Dakar spirit.